Hello and welcome back to Kausar Technologies. This is session 13 of Complete Library Management System using Java Swing and MySQL database. In today's video, we want to implement the edit action. As you can see in the table, we have two buttons, edit button and delete button. When user click on the edit button, we want to send request to the database. That means we want to get student information from the database, and this information we want to display on this form. So here we have custom controls package. Inside that we have custom table. We want to open that and we want to scroll down. As you can see, here we have an interface, action listener interface. In this interface contain two methods, onEdit and onDelete. So these two methods can be used to handle edit and delete action, because here we have registered these two methods. Here we have btn edit and we have btn delete. As you can see, here we have registered on edit method and here we have registered on delete method. That is so good. Whenever user click on the edit button, we want to get selected row data and 0 column data. That means we want to get that student ID. And whenever user click on the delete button, we want to get selected row data and 0 column data. That means we want to get that student ID. One thing you remember, whenever you are using the Java Swing default table, there is no edit button and delete button. You have to add these buttons. That is good. Hereafter you want to go manage student form. We want to find constructor of that form. Here we have manage student form constructor. Here we have constructor. Here in the first step you want to register custom table. For that, in the form we have a table display data. We want to copy that name, .set action listener, new custom table. We have a custom table, dot action listener interface. As you can see, we implemented the action listener interface. In the action listener interface, we have two methods, onEdit and onDelete. We overrided that methods. For now, we want to delete this code. And here we want to write a simple message. The option pane.show message dialog. For the parent component, we want personal value. And here we want to get ID. For the delete, we want to paste the same code. And here we want to get ID. So let's run the application to see the result. And here you want to click on the edit button. As you can see, we got ID which is 1, that is correct. As you can see, we got ID which is 3, that is also correct. Let's click on the delete button. As you can see, we got ID which is 5, that is correct. That is so good. We got ID which is really important. Based on that ID, we want to delete record and we want to edit record. So after that, you want to define a method to get student record by ID. Simple. Private void, for example, edit record, and here you want to pass parameter int, for example, ID. So thereafter, you want to read database connection from JDBC class. We want to use try catch with resources, and here you want to write catch block, and we want to catch SQL exception. Let's read the database connection. Simple. Connection com equal JDBC connection dot get database connection. Thereafter, we want to write a query to get student record by ID. We want to write a query in MySQL workbench. Simple. Select. First, we want to select all the records to see the columns. That is good. And here you want to select, for example, student ID, student name, father name, gender, and we want to get faculty ID. Instead of that, we want to get faculty name from the faculty table. Simple. Faculty name. Then we want to get description, tbl student dot description. Thereafter, we want to get std image path from tbl student. Here we want to join student table with faculty table. For that we want to use inner join tbl faculty. Thereafter we want to define join condition on tbl student dot faculty id equal tbl faculty dot student id, dot faculty id. And here we want to define where condition, where student id equal parameter. That is good. We want to copy that query, and here we want to take a simple variable string, for example query equal, we want to paste that query here. So thereafter we want to use prepare statement. For that we want to create object from the prepare statement ps equal con dot prepare statement, and we want to pass that query. So thereafter we want to bind parameter, simple ps dot set int. Here we have id, we want to get value from that id parameter. That is so good. So thereafter we want to execute that query. For that we want to take variable of type result set. For example rs equal ps dot execute query, because here we have a select query. Whenever you want to execute select query, you have to use execute query method. Thereafter you want to define a simple condition if rs dot next. Thereafter you want to assign each column data to text boxes. We have txt student id dot set text rs dot get string of 1. Then we have txt student name dot set text rs dot get string of 2. Thereafter we have txt father name dot set text rs dot get string of 3. So thereafter we have gender. For gender we have two buttons, male radio button and female radio button. For that we want to take a simple variable, for example string gender type equal rs dot get string of 4. Based on that variable we want to define a condition. If gender type dot equals male, if the value is male we want to check radio male button. Simple, we have radio male dot set selected true. If the female is selected, you want to write else statement radio female dot set selected true. That is good. Hereafter we have combo box, simple symbiosis faculty dot set selected item, and we want to get value from the rs dot get string of 5. So after that we have description, simple txt description dot set text rs dot get string of 6. So finally we have image. You want to take a simple variable to store image path equal rs dot get string of 7. We have 7 index. So after that you want to create object from image icon class, simple image icon, for example student image equal new image icon, and here you want to use new image icon. Here you can pass image path, and here you want to use get image, and you want to use get skill instance method. Here you can pass weight, height and hints. Simple 140 weight and 147 height, and here you want to use image dot, for example skill smooth. So let's display that image in label object. We have lb image object dot set icon, and we want to pass student image. That is good. Thereafter, you want to call that method. You want to copy that method. And you want to call instead of that. And you want to pass ID parameter. So let's save the changes. And then you want to run the application. Okay, let's click on the edit button. As you can see, we got record from the database. This is the image, ID, student name, father name, gender, faculty, and description. Let's click another record. That is good. We got another record from the database. And we got another record from the database. As you can see, the female button is selected because here we have female value. That is so good. In our next video session, we want to update student record on the database. That is enough for today. Have a good day. See you in the next one.